Okay. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is SephraRene. This video is going to be an extra extension to my previous videos about me growing up in a cult. If you haven't watched those videos, it's the last 3 videos from this one that is posted right now. This one that you're watching. I'm sorry about the echo. My room is just very echoey. Okay, so I'm just going to be replying to comments and any questions. That's what I said that I was gonna do in my previous video. And it's gonna be very fast because after reviewing all the comments, first of all, it wasn't any questions, so I don't really need to answer any questions. And there was a lot of the same comments. So I'm just gonna broadly speak about those things. So, okay, so it's 3 things. It's, I don't know how to put this. Okay, first I want to say thank you to everyone that commented something positive. Thank you so much for everyone that kept saying that I'm brave for posting and telling my story and thanking me for telling my story. I wanted to acknowledge that thank you because I am brave. I'm so brave. It was so scary to post that. Like, you don't understand. Like, it was so scary to post it. It was so scary the years leading up to posting it because I always knew I wanted to tell this story. I didn't know how. I didn't know when. I just knew I wanted to. And that's why everything works in divine timing because I did it. And when you go through something like as serious as brainwash, it's like, even though I know that it was a cult and I know this man was a fraud, I still, like, when like you're left alone with your own thoughts and you're in bed and it's nighttime and there's no one to talk to and it's just you're left alone with your mind, I still think to this day, like, what is life? Like, what if all of that was true? And I promise you, I don't think that. Like, I know what it is, but if you know, you know. Okay, so comment below if you understand. So just know, like, it's very, very, it was very brave of me. So thank you for that acknowledgement of knowing that. So thank you so much. And also, this guy commented, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I should have went back before I recorded this to call your name out, but I'll probably put it over here. Thank you so much for commenting. Okay, so I was talking about the garments. I think it was my last video about how expensive the garments were. We had to wear garments. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, we had to wear garments in the church, the men. And each men were under a rank and they had to wear a garment according to their rank so that their garment can show everyone else in the church what rank they're in. And I was saying how the sewing department, my aunt was a big head of the sewing department. So she would be sewing the garments herself in her own house, all day, every day for like a month or 2. She wasn't the only sewing department. She was just the one in Maryland. And I was just saying how the material was so cheap and the fact that they were sewing the garments themselves is crazy because they weren't getting paid for it. But he said the young officer's garment was $200. The recruits were $400. The general officers were $500 to $800. The bishops were $1,000, the chief priest was $1,200, and the apostles were $1,500 for each garment. And it was cheap. Like, it would be tearing apart, like the brother just said in the comments, like, it would be tearing apart and everything. Like, it's obvious. They were charging up to $15. So my dad was a chief priest. So my dad was paying $12,000. Know that, like, I was young, so I didn't really like look into like the finances, but what? You have 12 kids to feed and you're paying $12,000 for a garment? Caramba, coño. So that was crazy. That was one I wanted to put that in there in case anyone didn't read the comments. Okay, so let's go back to the comments. Okay. I honestly, I'm trying to explain this where it's fast, it's easy, and it's kind, because I'm a kind person. And I have a lot of friends that are Christians. I have family members that are Christian. So I don't want to sound offensive, but it may offend you. And I'm not like, but it's not offensive though. It's not like, it's literally, I don't care what anyone does. If what you do and your practice and your beliefs make you happy and make you sleep better at night and make you feel saved, do it. I do not care. I embrace any and every religion and practice. That's just where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at in life. I don't think I would ever change. Like, I respect every single practice and belief walking on this earth. If you are happy and if you are treating others with kindness and respect, that's it. The only thing I'm going to be against is if you're freaking hurting other people and stuff like that. So, I wanted to say, a lot of you were like, a lot of you were kind of like, this is the gist of putting all those comments together in one. You guys were saying, I know you left the cult, but you still need to be looking for Jesus yourself, and you still need to read the Bible for yourself, and you're running free and you're running wild and you're supposed to do this and do that. That's the gist of what I heard or read. Okay. I don't know if I said this in my previous video, but I am wanting to read the Bible all on my own for myself. I am wanting to do that. I have a Bible. I didn't just freaking buy this for the video either. I've had this Bible for years. And way after I even left the church, I am reading it already front to back by myself. I think this is the second time I'm doing it, actually. Not in my life. I lost count. I'm talking about like outside of the church. But it's like, okay, first of all, you didn't know before I just told you now that I'm doing that. So first of all, can we just say, you don't know me. You don't know me. All you know is the video that I posted and the videos that I post. That has literally the littlest dent in my life. You don't know what I go to sleep dreaming about. You don't know what I go to sleep thinking about. You don't know what I wake up thinking about. You don't know my deepest desires. You don't know shit. So how can you tell me what I need to do? And that goes for anyone. How can you tell someone what they need to be doing? Okay. It just feels as if, I'm not talking about all Christians, a lot of Christians though, it feels as if you are also culty, because it seems as if a lot of you think that your way is all the way, is the only way. It's your way or the highway. It's go to church and read the Bible and that's how you're gonna be saved. That is very culty, because like you're I don't know how to explain it. You're doing the same things that cults do. They're saying their way is the highway, and if you don't, then you're wrong and you're gonna go to hell. And I hope that you guys understand that. Like, think about that. You can't tell someone if they don't do this that they're gonna be damned. You can't do that. You have no... Who are you? Don't you bleed like I bleed? Like, you don't know me. You don't know my judgment. And I just really dislike that about a lot of Christians. It's like, if that has nothing to do with God, no. And if you don't if you don't follow the laws in the Bible, then you're gonna be damned and stuff. Personally, I want to say I don't I don't not believe in the Bible, but I take the Bible as a tool, like I would take a life jacket as a tool, you know? Some people don't need the life jacket, you know? Some people need more than the life jacket. So they require other books. Like there's just a big world out here. It's a huge world out here. Can we just know that? Can we understand that? You know, when you're reading the Bible, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are multiple people writing this book. Not to mention the entire book itself was rewritten countless times. And so let's go back to what I was saying. There's countless people writing in the book, writing their stories in the book. Don't you know that that is someone's perception that you're reading? You're reading someone else's perception. If you're in a group full of 5 people, let's say, and they're only going to tell one story that all of them had witnessed, do you know the stories are going to be a little off? Because everyone perceives things differently. Like, everyone perceives things differently. So the Bible's like an allegory. Like, you're seeing someone else's perception. Like, you're supposed to resonate with things and take from it. And let's just not say you're supposed to. Do what you want and you believe, like I said. But that's just how it is to me. Like, it's not the end all do all to me. Because when I've expanded my horizons and I've read more things and I've learned more things, which I'm still learning, that's another thing. I am still learning. Like, people have their own journey. And if they're trying to find their way, you need to let them find their way. It's kind of like when you have your children and they just want to go and they think they know it all and I know what I'm going to do, and they leave. You're like, okay, they'll come back. Because most of you know that about your children. Most of you are older. You know that they'll come back because they are going to find their way. So how about let me find my way? Like, how about that? Like, you guys are so quick to talk about what I'm doing in my life and what I should be doing when you don't know me. So just think about yourself. Worry about yourself. I appreciate the people that literally said, like, let's just pray for her and leave it be. I appreciate you guys. Even if you think I'm doing something wrong or I should be doing this, at least you said, just pray for her. That's all I care about. Thank you for those comments. But for the ones that are like pointing the finger and telling me what I shouldn't do, please save it. Like I was saying, I'm learning a lot and I've learned a lot. And for one, a lot of religions were misconstrued when I was in the church, like Hinduism and Buddhism. For one, they were saying that the Buddhist was pretending to be God and he's an idol, or if I have a statue like this one, I'm idolizing. First of all, and that was the person that told me that was from my sister that's in the church. First of all, you're not idolizing with all the posters of the Comforter all around your house. And do we not idolize all the time? We have t-shirts of artists on. Like, isn't that idolizing? I don't know. But first of all, Buddha never pertained himself to be God, ever. He was literally just a teacher of a practice, and that practice was to allow people to get closer to God. That is totally different from you guys, or I'm not going to say you guys, but a lot of Christians and Bible-based people think that a lot of other religions are against God when it has nothing to do with being against God. I just think Someone in their mind is too scared to go and look outside of anything to find out for themselves. So they use that excuse as a tactic. Let me say something bad about those religions so that it doesn't go against us, or so that no one can deter from it. It sounds like that a lot, really, because when you really learn for yourself, you really see things for what it really is when you really educate yourself. So that has nothing to do. He taught about peace, meditation, which is silencing your mind so you can listen to what's within, listen to what God gave you, listen to God. Like, silencing the whole world out, what is so wrong with that? There's a lot of forms of meditation, but all forms is literally nothing wrong with it. And then he teaches karma. What you give is what you get. Don't you teach your kids that? Don't you say, treat people how you want to be treated? Like, what is the whole problem? And then Hindus, I realized, so a lot of people were saying that Hinduism, their beliefs were a lot of gods. Like, they believe in a lot of gods and they worship all these statues and stuff, which is so far from the truth. They believe in one God, one. And all of their statues is a representation of God, because God is everything and God can be in any form and do everything. God can make it rain. God can make it fire. God can freaking destroy the earth, replenish the earth, create the earth. God can do everything. God is everything. Like, what is so wrong about believing that? And it's just like, if you guys just like, it just like, it seems as these cults that come out to tell their truth, because our cults were very dramatic. It was very, they used us for our money. They molested us. They did so many things, but you guys don't see that you could still be brainwashed outside of a cult. We're brainwashed all the time through the music. Dude, there's so many things, you guys. Come on. And I just want to give a little bit of advice to people that I know that sees the Bible as the end all do all. I don't ever want to push anything on anyone. I really don't. But my advice is to just question things. I think I said that on my last video, just question things more. It's okay. God created everything. God created everything. So don't you think in your head for a little bit that every religion has some type of truth in it, that every belief has God in it. Come on. Like, it's just, there's a truth in everything, in everything. Expand your horizons. He wants you to expand and ask and learn. That's what we're here for, to learn. That's what I believe we're here for. And I don't believe in God as one man. I don't put a gender to God. I put God as everything, like literally everything. We can't see it. We can feel it though. And that's just where I'm at with my life. I don't put a label on anything, and I don't put a one way end all do all. I appreciate all knowledge. The Bible isn't the only book I feel that can lead us to God. I'm very like free spirited. I'm learning, like, out of like my experience, is not that I want to run the other way. I think running the other way is more so being evil, and I'm far from that, you know? So I think I'm just more so now I want to learn life for myself, not from what I was born into. As soon as I'm born, I'm getting the Bible shoved in my face. That's how a lot of us are born. I mean, and I always found it funny how like this government that we live in aren't so good to us all the time, are they? And aren't so trustworthy all the time, but yet they're the ones that have the Bible, right hand on the Bible when you go to court. the Bible stuck in every little drawer in the hotel rooms, the Bible in all the prison cells. Like, it's just kind of, I'm not saying that it's just wrong. It's just, why is that the only thing pushed onto us when there's a whole world out there full of books and practices? I'm learning. That's it. I'm learning. I'm a good person. Someone said, you're running wild, or you just want to. First of all, it's Carla. Carla Yashara. Carla Yasharala. I honestly don't care about laughing about your name because you're just negative. You're a grown-ass woman. I don't know why. Do you have a life? It sounds like you're still in the church. So what? First of all, if you're still in the church, why do you care about watching my videos? You don't know me, Carla. You don't know me. And you said I was running wild. What? Doing what? Cursing? I have tattoos? Like what? You don't know me. Like, I just don't be understanding people, like, when they be like, you need to do this and you're not going towards God. And I work, I come home, I clean, I cook, I take care of my kids, and I do it all over the next day. I don't see what I do that is so crazy and evil. Like, I just don't. Like, okay, I have a little bit of a potty mouth. I'm working on that. Another thing, yeah, the tattoos. I like tattoos. I don't believe in it. I remember when I realized this, because we used to always believe in everlasting life, and that God was gonna come and beam us up and we were gonna live forever. So that's understandable. You don't want to meet God with tattoos all over. I don't believe that now. I believe that our souls are infinite. Like, we are infinite. Like, our souls are never gonna die. I believe that. And I just know that this body that I'm in right now doesn't last forever. It's gonna get old and shrivel up, or it's just gonna die and what is the word? Decompose. I kept thinking about disintegrate. Or disintegrate. It gets burned off to ash. Or it's gonna decompose. These tattoos aren't gonna mean anything. We don't meet God that way. We don't go to heaven that way. We don't go anywhere that way. Our souls aren't this fleshly matter. Like, this fleshly matter is gonna freaking perish. That's just what I think. I don't think of it like we're gonna live forever or God is gonna come down and we're gonna see him and stuff like that. I don't believe in that either anymore. I forgot that was a thing. But it's fine though. It might be true. I just don't think I'm damned. I don't believe that I'm damned. I trust in my heart. I believe I'm an amazing person. I believe God loves me. And whether I'm wrong or right about that, I'm going to get there. I know exactly where I am right now, and I know for a fact I'm where I need to be. I know that. I trust my intuition, I trust my heart, and I know exactly where I need to be. Whether I'm wrong at this moment of time right now, I'm going to figure it out. Period. Lastly, so someone commented on my sister. I guess because she's a lesbian. Listen, I don't care about that. I obviously don't care. So I don't know what you want to say. And then on top of that, a lot of you that talk about the Bible to me acts as if I don't know what's in the Bible. I know everything in the Bible. I know what is not agreed on the Bible. I know what the commandments are. I know the rules. I know all of it. Like, I didn't care she was a lesbian when I was in the church, so I definitely don't care now. I don't see souls as a gender, and I don't see when you have a genuine heart like me, you don't see people, you see their soul. And that's who I see when I see my sister. I see her soul, and that's it, and that's final, and that's just period. There's nothing else to say about that. That's it. So I am going to be posting vlogs. I'm going to be posting like my regular day life. I'm a single mom with kids. I'm 29 years old. I work out. I eat fairly healthy. I'm learning a lot of new things. I'm a newly plant mom. I don't know. I do a lot of things. I'm starting to travel. I'm about to decorate my house, so that's gonna be a thing. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm so sorry if I offended anyone. I honestly don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to be any type of mean, or I don't want to push anything onto anyone. This is literally my thoughts and beliefs coming out as transparent and naturally as it can. But genuinely, I don't want to offend anyone, and I don't disagree with anyone. I just don't like when people point the finger and think that they're right about everything. That's just it. Okay? But I love you all. Thank you so much. Bye.